So irrevocable trusts are only used in asset protection and tax protection purposes, or Medicaid, if you're doing Medicaid for older people. But everyone needs a revocable trust, and some people still need irrevocable. I have an irrevocable trust. I use it for asset protection purposes. Because I'm divorced, I don't have marital protection like you guys have. So marital assets are shielded in Florida from individual creditors. Someone sues you, they can't take your joint assets. But for me, I needed a second wife without having a second wife. So what I did was I created an irrevocable trust for the benefit of my children. My ex-wife is the trustee of that. I have no control over that trust. That trust owns a portion of an LLC that my revocable trust owns another portion of, and that parent company is then the owner of many subsidiaries underneath it.
Wow.
This is basically a limited partnership.
Right.
And so I created that by using an irrevocable trust. So with limited partnerships, I always like to use irrevocable trusts rather than people, because I could have used my brother. I could have said, okay, my brother, but then my brother is a partner and I have to give him the money.
Right.
With an irrevocable trust, I'm giving it to a trust for my kids for later in life. So it's a little bit better. So irrevocable trusts are used for that. Irrevocable trusts are used for gifting. So spousal lifetime access trusts are a type of irrevocable trust where if your estate is over the exemption amount, which right now is the highest it's ever been at $14 million, but it's going to, Trump won't always be in office, and the Democrats will lower it again. Biden wanted it to be only $3 million.
Sorry, but up to $14 million can be given. Explain that a little bit.
So the estate tax exemption is what the amount that you're allowed to pass to anyone that's not a spouse, because spouses, it's unlimited,
right.
Without any tax. And anything above that, there's a tax, and it changes year to year. Right now, the exemption is very high. In fact, next year it goes to 15. He's already, with the new tax bill that was just passed. So we'll take $15 million per spouse tax-free. So your family, your kids, can inherit, if you both died this year, next year, $30 million
without being touched.
Without being touched.
So estate taxes, essentially, unless you're in, essentially, you're in big numbers, you're avoiding it.
Currently,
right.
Yeah. And so right now, it's the highest it's ever been.
Right.
And not just that, it's what we call unified, which it's never been unified before the Trump tax plan of 8 years ago, where you can gift that much too. So let's say you had $40 million right now, and you said, whoa, while the getting's good, I'm going to give away $30 million to my kids in an irrevocable trust or whatever it might be, and that's out of my estate now. So then I'm grandfathered in. When the exemption drops back down, I've already used as much as I possibly could. And if it keeps going up, you gift more.